I almost said no to this deal this week, almost made the biggest mistake of the week, but let's see how much it actually sold for. All right, welcome back. And this is day number one of what sold on eBay. We're going to start with this first card here, the 2025 Mosaic Cam Ward rookie. This is the reactive yellow Mosaic. Just a beautiful card here. It's not the variation, it's just a base, but this is the first one that sold. I think I had it up for like $12.99 or something, and I took an offer for $8.50 because the market is a little going down a little bit right now. So we're gonna go ahead and like show you as well, because I know this video, the last time I did a video like this, people loved it. I'm going to show you exactly how I sleeve these cards up and how I package them up. So there we go. So I put the card there, obviously nice protection with the little painter's tape, and then I put the card in there. I put it on a little thing like this, so you'll see it's nice, it's secure. Let's see if I can get that there. Nice and secure, the card, it's painter's tape. There we go. Then I take, oh, sorry about that, was watching something on the back end. Put it into here like so, right? I go like that. And then I write on it because I don't always have the things printed out. So I'll just put Ward here. All right, sorry, bad handwriting. Do that, and then I'll fold it over. At the end, I'll show you, what it looks like. But that's how I do it. So that's the first card. Nice little card there. Second, we had a hobby favorite here that's been going like crazy for me is these. Oh, let's see. Here we go. This Bill Ripkins. This is the error card from 1989 Fleer. This is not the one of if you know, you know, where it said, F face on there and then mass produced. This is the black box error card. So this one just has like black tape on it. But what's funny about this card, especially in this hobby, if you know anything about it, they mass produced it with the with the goof up on it, which was just hilarious. And it had the word on there, it had F face on there. No one really realized it. So, and they mass produced it. So I don't think it was seen until after the production, and they had to redo it. And they sent out quite a bit of variations. This one just happens to be the black box. They have the white box. They have quite a few of them. So it's just one of those funny ones. But it sold, I had it up there. I think I had them up on auction. Had them up on auction. One of them sold on the auction for 99 cents. The other one, this one that you just saw, sold. Someone bought it now for $5. So, can't go wrong there. All right, next up, you saw this on the last video. Let's try to get it. This is another Roseman Verdugo first Bowman autograph, so on-card auto. I don't know much about this prospect, but he's actually been selling pretty well for me lately. So I got to see. The prospecting is so hard. I got to go back and re-see who is like running, coming up on the boards for the top 100. What are they on the team's prospect list, and if he made it to the majors or not. So he could be one of those sneaky players I just didn't catch, but there it is. So nice little return on that one. I think I bought them for a couple bucks. It's just one of the ones that unfortunately I took a hit on, but it's one of the things about me is the name of the game is moving product, so I just have to move some of the product. Auto. Now I'm gonna, this gets covered anyway, so no one sees that. I just do it for my own purposes. So the last one I sold, I ripped this one personally. I had this for a little while. This is a Jason Tatum Swish Stitch Relics. So pretty cool. It's from the 2025 Tops, so nothing too crazy. I had it up, I think, for a few months, and obviously, he did not come back. He was injured. Now he is back, and he's playing right in time for the playoff season. So I had it listed for a little high because when I got it, I figured why not. Took an offer on it because it wasn't moving, and it was a fair offer based on what the industry average had been for the last few. So I think I came out on top at the end for a few more bucks than what the last few had done, but it was just, good little thing to have. Now this one, you'll know. So because I sold this at a higher price, this one goes with a bubble. I usually do the bubble mailers, but I switched up to little boxes. So now I do the same thing. I packaged up the same way, as you can tell. Then I put them in this its own little bubble mailer thing like this, just for more protection. And I'll tape it up. And what I do is I now put them in these little boxes. So I do these little boxes now. So it's a little extra protection. I'll put a little bit more padding on the top, but that's how I send them in this box because you pay a little extra for shipping. But that's it for Monday and Tuesday sales, guys. Stay tuned for the next few days of the week, and we'll talk to you then. All right, welcome back for another day of sales, and let's get ripping here. So this first one sold last night. This is a card that I had in a bin. I don't even know how many years I had it in a bin, but it's a first Bowman Chrome on-card auto of a player I've never even heard of. Sorry, I'm trying to get the focus here. But it sold, which is great. So pretty happy about that. You're going to see it up on the screen, the profit and all the fees we had to pay on that. But a little item there, something like that, just a cool little thing to make overnight, something that you never know. I tell everyone, list everything because you just never know what might sell. And this is a situation where I had no idea. I didn't even know who this player is. So also you get as always, you get a fresh look at how I ship my cards. I did not do that on the last video, and someone said something that, hey, I really like that you do that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to do this for them so everyone can see how I go about sending these out. So here we go. Let's see it over here too. So cool little thing. Just put it on there. I don't want to show too much of the person. So all right, next up we have a lot here. So this was a let's say 7 card lot of Caleb Williams. So a couple of the inserts there of future, just concourse, base rookies, and turbocharge and numbers inserts. So I had these all individually priced at one point for a few bucks each, and then they were just sitting there. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sell all these as a lot and see what I can get for them. And someone bought it. I listed it at $29.99. I something like that. I always do a little promotion. I'll do like the 2 to 5%, depending on what the cards are. And this is one of those things where I did do that, and it finally sold the whole lot, which was nice. So for the price we were looking for, so you can't go too wrong there. So again, nice little lot there of just Caleb Williams cards that I had ripped, honestly. So let's put these in here for them. I also do this. I put them in team bags when I can. So let's go ahead. If I can fit them all in here, I think I can. One more. Can we do it? Nah, it doesn't do it. So we're going to give him 2 team bags. All right. There you go. So I'll put them in team bags like that for a larger scale item like that. We'll do that. Here we go. Okay. And then I'll just put my business card on there. And the business card just has links to our store and then our Instagram and things like that. So here you go. See, eBay store, YouTube, and Instagram. So just because the people bought the card, I don't know, they might not know that we have all these other avenues. So all right, so there's that stack there, which is nice. And then what I'll do is put them in this little bubble mailer here, bubble wrap for the bubble mailer. So I'll just put those in there like this. Okay. Throw those in there best I can. And then going to make sure this is secure. Okay, and then I put them in these little boxes, as you guys have seen. Sometimes I'll put some extra stuff in there so they don't move around. I just don't have any right now, but I'll typically put some like packing stuff in there so they just, because they're gonna move around in these. So there you go. Okay, offline I'm gonna put the shipping label, and then I'll show you how I do it after. There we go. So I just wrap it around this whole thing. So there's that. All right, now the last one, this is a big boy. This one you would have seen on my video for PSA returns. So it's a PSA item, so even better. I'm just getting a PSA slip out here. There we go. All right, this was a PSA 10 Cooper Flag Power Players Hollow Foil. So this was just a beautiful card, PSA 10. I had it listed for about $279.99. It was not moving. It's been up for maybe like 2 weeks. Had some interested buyers here and there, but no bites. So I promoted it today for 3% just to get the eyes on it before I lowered the price. someone offered me 250 bucks and I took it. So that's one of the items that I was happy to get that amount of money for. So yeah, it's one of those, again, you know, you're trying to move these cards. So at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, is moving cards to get into more stuff. So I'm happy that that went for 250. It's just one of those fun ones. I actually also had it graded, as you know, because I did my PSA reveal video. So that was a cool one to actually have taken care of there. So this one you'll see a little bit, you know, it's still a profit, but you'll see a little less taken off because I had to pay the cost of grading it. So there's that. This is going to go into my little thing right here, but these fit perfectly snug. So there's really don't have to put anything else in there. So there's that. Well, that's that, guys. I mean, that's what was this? By the time you see this video, it'll be Thursday or Friday. So this is what sold just yesterday, or at this point today, 3 cards. Stay tuned for the very next video. If we have anything else that sold, we'll do a video. As always, thanks for watching. All right, so we woke up this morning and we had one sale. Here's the card. This is a Drake May Select Certified Rookie 2024 Panini Select. This sold for $24.99. Now, I had these listed right before the Super Bowl, so Drake May was obviously a hot commodity, so $24.99. But I'm going to be honest, this is not a $24.99 card. The person did pay $24.99 for it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in 3 more Drake May rookies here. Of the same select year in 3 different inserts as well. So again, I know most people are going to say, well, they paid for it. Why are you going to give them more cards? Honestly, I should have changed the prices. That is on me. But, you know, we're going to see. So now you get to also see, again, because everybody likes this, how I ship these large items. So you'll notice I'll painter's tape all of them. There we go. So the cards will not come out. And I typically put them in a little something like this, team bag. Alrighty, with my card in there. All right, let's do this too. Put that to the side. Alrighty, there we go. So this is now secure in a nice little bag. Then a little extra protection. You guys know, you've seen this. I get these little pre-cut bags here. So now I get a little extra protection in the cards. More painter's tape because you can never have enough. I don't really like when people don't use painter's tape. They use regular tape. There you go. So it's secure. Now, put in a little box. These are my boxes for anything that I ship that is more than $20, because eBay standard is 20. There you go. And then what I'll do is I'll put the plate on it. I'll put my little logo on it, and that's it, guys. So that's what sold last night, $24.99. This person is going to get a little extra cards in there. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video if we sold anything tomorrow night. Have a great night. All right, welcome back, everybody, and this is the last day of what sold this week. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this camera. We're going to get into what sold this week. First card over the weekend was this LAX Shohei Ohtani for a few dollars here. I ripped this one. Personally, it's been sitting there for a little while, but glad we were able to move it for a nice little price. So that was the first card that sold to end the week. So we're going to go ahead and take this. There we go. You know how I like to sleeve them up. Put it in one of these. Get my card in there. So, you know, this is I like to showcase this off, as you guys know, this week. So there's the Ohtani. And then I'm going to put it into a bubble mailer because the shipping on this was not the standard eBay one. The card was under the 20, but I had this shipping for a certain price, and that's what he took. So there you go. And I'm going to put it into, flying at me here, one of those for extra protection in the mailer that I put it in. Okay. And there's that one. Perfect. Okay. Next up, we have this. This sold on the auction. So this is a Spectra Chris Bryant pink, number /40. So short printed. Just went for $1 on the auction, which is fine. These are cards that, you know, I can sit there and on the bin, or I can just try to move them out for a little bit of profit here. So this is one of those that I just let it ride on an auction to see what it could get me. And it only went for $1, which is, again, which is fine. But I also had it up for, I think, a year at like $7 and nobody bit on it. So, you know, I'll flip those. I'll do that with my dead inventory, put them online, and then see what happens. So next up was a card that had been a while. Riley Leonard. This is a pink auto. I had it up since I ripped it a couple months ago for $50. I knew that was a little high. No one was really going to buy that, but this is one that someone came back, and I think I sent an offer for $30. They sent one back for $20. We finally met in the middle for $25. So nice little pink rookie card there for him, auto. So not too shabby. Let me go ahead and get something here on my side. These are the ones that I will put into. Let me show those off in a second. Cards like that sell for that much, I will put them in a one touch for people. So it's just one of the services that I like to do. I have a lot of one touches, so for a card this price, I will always put into a one touch for them. So I'll show you that one right away. There we go. Nice little one touch. Put it into one of these. Nice little sleeved up. Put a card in there for my business card so they can follow us. And then there's that one right there. And then that'll go into this. Lastly, tape this one up and it's on its way. So nice little card there. This is the biggest one that sold this weekend, so not too bad. All right, lastly, what do we have here? We have a lot. So 3 cards that were on auction that a guy bought from us. He's actually a guy who used to buy from me in the beginning when I was selling all the time. So I got this Elijah